All right. Well, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Happy Friday to my peeps, and happy early Memorial Day weekend to everyone in the U.S. at least. We're back with that Wulong Fallen Dynasty. Gosh, I almost forgot the name. So last time we did some more story. We actually did some side stuff. We did some side stuff, story stuff. And now we're on to our next main story mission of the game. I think we're in Act 4 now, and we got two homies with us as well. These are brothers, so we're trying to find their dad because he went missing. So we're trying to figure out where he went. So that's where we're at now. So last time we went off, I told you I was going to do some off-camera stuff. So what I ended up doing was I went back to all the other levels that I forgot all the collectibles, because now they tell you what ones you're missing. So I went ahead and just did that real quick. It wasn't a big deal. But more importantly, I optimized my build for now. So what I got going on is, so I'm still using my pole axe, and I kitted it out. I got it all nice and good. So what I'm going for is toxin. I'm going for a poison build here. And so what I did was I put a lot of poison related things into each of my items, except, oh yeah, even my staff here, because I think that counts. And so I increased my toxin attack power. I also increased how much damage, how much bonus damage I do on an enemy that is poisoned, and also how fast the poison accumulates. Well, actually no, I think I just mainly did poison accumulation. So to add on, like, to make the poison go by even faster. And I also increased my stats because I mainly run earth and metal. Well, sorry, earth and wood, with metal coming in a third with the current weapon that I use. And so that actually works well with the poison. At least the metal does. So I had enough in metal to get the poison wizardry spell. And so my 4 spells that I have now is I got the increased defense, bringing the rock pillars up, and then I have the poison, and then I have the other one that I believe that one lowers attack. Or no, lowers defense on enemies, I think. It does not tell me. Doesn't matter. But yeah, that's the one I have. And I'm also level 53, so I'm actually above the recommended level now. At least for this level, for now. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. And yes, I do see my man's Lefty in the house. What up with you, Lefty? My homie, my brother. Good to see you again, my brother. I hope you are having a good Friday, and I hope you have a good Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, man. It's good to see you. So I'm trying to see here. So my toxin attack power is now at 56. So it increases toxin damage, which I don't really care about that, but I care about the status accumulation. So I don't know how much of a percentage boost that is, but obviously the higher the better. So that's good. I have a 12%, almost 13% increase to just general melee attack damage. I've decreased damage received by 7%. The poison accumulation is up 23.6%. And it looks like those two, the toxin attack power and the poison accumulation, stack. So I get both. And so if the enemy isn't naturally resistant to poison, it shouldn't take too long for the poison for them to actually get the toxin status effect. Let's see what other main ones here. I have damage and reduction upon deflection. You always want to have that, especially if you get good at deflecting. Power gain upon any wizardry spell, so my attack goes up anytime I just use a spell. Oh wait, when I use my 2 spells, my toxin spell and the the lower defense spell, so I get an increase in attack on that. And yeah, so this is what it is at for now. Looking pretty good. And also I'm running a kind of a couple, like I'm running a bit of a build, kinda. So I'm using the brutal Ursine for now. I have a couple pieces included in it. I think it's just these 2. So I get an extra spirit gain from deflecting. whatever. I mean, armor builds isn't really a necessity in your first playthrough. It wasn't necessary in Nioh, so it's not really. It's even less so in this game than compared to Nioh. So yeah, it's just like a little extra, a little something if you want to have it. But anyways, that's where I'm at now. So I'm hoping things will go better. I'm hoping. I mean, we'll find out when I actually get to the first boss. Well, not first boss. When I get to the boss of this level. So we'll find out. You know, but we'll see along the way how it plays out. I'm really just looking to see if my if I'm able to tank hits better, and if my damage output is a bit better. So, but yeah, but I gotta hightail it and beat this game sooner than later because they finally announced the first expansion for this game, which is damn, he just ate him up. Which is coming out in... Oh, jeez, what did I do? Oh, I switched weapons. Didn't want to do that. Anywho, comes out the end of June, so I need to get on it. Also, where did you come from? Yeah, I need to get on it and beat this game. I mean, I'm like maybe halfway through the game now at this point. Because there's 7 parts. So, I mean, I'll be done by the end of next month. Because it's almost the end of this month, so it gives me about a month to finish it. I should be able to. I might have to do a couple streams, like 2 streams in a week, but I should be able to do it. All right, good to see you, brother. I'm good. Late night from man tonight, so I'm game for some cow moosing. What the hell is cow moosing? Also, Lefty, actually, I never asked you if you don't mind. What state are you, or what like part of the country? Because I believe you're U.S. based, aren't you? Aren't you still in the U.S.? I'm just curious. Like, I never found out where you were located. Because it seems to be you're not on the West Coast of the U.S. That's for damn sure. But get this bitch so fast. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh, I didn't take you out. Whatever. You dead. Oh, look at that. Who's throwing shit at me? Yo. Hey. Hey. Oh, damn. He just fucked him up. Eh. Oh, guys. Okay, you know what? I'm supposed to take care of him. They really had it out for that guy, so. Far be it from me trying to get in between that situation. Alright. Wish we could have nothing up there. Alright, so this mission is actually kind of long. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Oh shoot. Okay, poison. I think you're weak against poison. Wait, did it even reach you? There we go. Yep, okay, there we go. That's not poison. Yay! Okay, let's see. UK bro down south. Really? You're in the I thought you were US based, dog. I totally thought you were US based. Huh. Okay. But you live in the South. Okay. Wow, surprise to me, man. I totally thought you... I don't know why I thought you were in the U.S. Well, now knowing that you're in the U.K., I gotta make sure I see you too when I visit. Because at some point when I get down there, I'm gonna make sure I take some time to go down south. Because I'm gonna see another guy named Shut Your Gob, who he's in London, so I'm gonna be a little bit south. And then there's a woman in she has a YouTube channel herself. She goes by Hazaween on her channel, or Hattie, either works, and she's even further south. So I guess I'll just add you to that trip or to that day as well. Shit. Gemini and I might need to fucking get a hotel down there or something, because I know it's a really long drive. And he doesn't have a car, so we were gonna have to figure out a way to up there anyways. Boy, you don't want this problem. Get out of here. Oh shit. Shit. I didn't know I stopped moving. That's a bit of a bummer. Apparently using that particular wizardry spell like makes me immobile for a bit, which bummer. Maybe my other profile because I remember like being able to move a bit faster with those spells. Maybe I'm just tripping. I'm just remembering it wrong. I could have swore that I wasn't immobile during that spell, but whatever. But man, this axe is slow as shit. It's kind of interesting that they're like I don't know, like since this axe is so much slower than the axe was in Nioh, but yet this game is faster than Nioh was, it kind of makes me confused why they even included this weapon. It's kind of like they just included it just because. But I'm kind of interested in, so with the new expansion that's due out next month, at the end of next month, so they're basically doing the exact same thing that they did with the Nioh expansions. They're basically like giving you like a whole new area. It's probably gonna be like a whole new area. They're probably gonna have probably gonna be like just one extra like part, and it'll have like maybe 3 main missions and a few side missions, maybe 3 or 4. I'm hoping for like more side missions than that, but maybe like 3 or 4 or 5, maybe 5 if we're lucky side missions in addition. Oh, there you are. Oh no, it's my homies. Okay. And then it's also going to include another difficulty to go through the whole game again, which I figured that was going to happen. But they're also going to be including new weapons, like they did with Nioh. Now, I don't know how many. In Nioh, they would just include one new weapon with the with an expansion, or yeah, one new weapon. And so I'm curious to see if they're going to do. Wait, hold on, I missed stuff. I skipped an enemy. Back we go. Leave no enemy dead or alive. Almost die. Yeah, so I'm curious to see what, because there's like a lot of weapons in this particular game. I think there's more weapons in this game than there were in Nioh. So I'm curious to see what they add. I really am. Because in Nioh, at least especially Nioh 2, but the in Nioh 2, one of the weapons they added ended up becoming hella meta, like one of the most common meta weapons to use to build your builds around, which was the fists. So yeah, people really loved the fists. I didn't use them, but I could have because it worked well with the stats that I was already favoring with the axe. But yeah, a lot of people love using the fists. Gemini would have loved the weapon because it uses it's just fists. That would have been Gemini's favorite weapon. And yes, no, don't worry, Lefty. No. Like we were gonna come down. We were gonna come to you. Gemini and I were gonna go see you. We were not gonna we were not gonna go bring people up north to Scarborough. Like no. I mean, even if he didn't live in Scarborough, if he lived in Manchester, people still probably wouldn't want to come back up north with us that far. So yeah, the fact that we'd be saying like, oh, you want to go to Scarborough? They'd be like, nah, I'm good, homie. I'm gonna head out. Okay, I'm gonna take out this son of a bitch. Whoop, got him. I know this. Isn't there like a weird ass enemy? There he is. Oh, I'm fucked up. Oh well. Oh! I thought that was almost it for me. Is he stuck? I think he's stuck. I think he's stuck. Oh, that's funny. Oh, you know what? I think the reason why I think the reason why on my profile my poison was faster. I think I have a different poison spell. I think on my profile, or maybe I have something like maybe I have a special stat that, or special ability that allows me to move. Maybe it allows me to use my poison faster. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check. Okay. And whoop. There we go. Got him. You're dead. Alright. And so, yeah, Lefty. I have you not been hearing me talk about this for the longest time? Like, so when I visit the UK, I'm gonna be up north because I'm gonna be spending most of my time with Gemini. Oh, whoops, forgot you were coming. Yeah, I'm spending most of my time with Gemini, and so, you know, I'm gonna be in this town a lot of the time, like doing recordings and being alive and all that stuff. So, yeah, I'm gonna be in Scarborough quite a bit. Now, I'm not gonna be like staying in a hotel or anything in Scarborough. Hopefully, if it works out, I'll be in Leeds, which is like maybe 45 minutes away from him. But if not, then I'll settle for Manchester, which I know that's still like a couple hours out, but that's closer than being in London. So, yeah, we're gonna try to. I'm using my parents' timeshare because they have one that's global, and so I'm gonna try to see if we can get one set up for Leeds. And if they don't have places in Leeds, then we'll have to go to Manchester because we know that they'll have stuff in Manchester. They've already checked. So, but yeah, I'm gonna be up north with all the crazies. And yes, I do know how crazy I am, Lefty. I know. I am well aware. He was like, Gemini was telling me, he was like, dude, don't you go nowhere by yourself after dark without me while you're there. Like, wherever you go while you're in Scarborough, I am with you. You are not going nowhere alone. Especially since you're black. And I was like, alright, man. Say no more. Is he just gonna stand there? Does he just stand there? All right, whatever. I can go. I can maneuver around and get him. Do a little sneaky sneak on him. Oh shit! I gotta play right back over. That's fine. Do a little sneaky sneak. Aha. Alright, now we can do our little sneaky sneak. And come up behind him. There he is. I'm gonna get you. Alright, I've got you. Alright. Make sure you stick with your boy. Pretty sure he'll tear up anybody fool enough to get brave. Well, the good thing is, according to him, that because you know he's been there his whole life, you know, and everyone else has been there their whole life, so everybody knows everybody in his area. So they know everybody knows Gemini. So nobody actually would mess with him, nor would anyone mess with the people that he's around. So that's like one of the, I guess, the fortunate things of living in a small town where everybody knows everybody. because if you actually get a bit of a reputation, people will know, don't mess with you. So, yeah. So fortunately, yeah. Fortunately, I'll be rolling with somebody who everybody already doesn't mess with anyway. So, but I got to make sure I'm with him though, because I don't have that street cred over there. Uh-oh. Oh, I think I caught the aggro still. Yeah, there's a wizard over on the other boat that I totally forgot about. Oh, whoa. What just happened? Bah, I got him. Yeah, there he is. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay, yeah, come on. Yeah, boy. Yeah, there it is. You don't want this problem. Anywho. Alright. But yeah, I think what I'm most interested in with the new expansion is the weapon that they're going to bring in. I mean, I'm probably not going to use it. I'm probably going to see if I can just for continuity's sake, just stick with this axe and just see, like, are they going to present any new tools to, like, make a axe situation better, maybe? Unless, like, the game is just so, like, anti-axe, like, or sorry, the expansion is just so anti-axe that they're just like, bro, stop using it. Like, we are making your life miserable because of it. So yeah, but I'm excited to see what they bring. I'm actually still planning on getting this on PS4 as well. I kind of want to play it on both. I don't know why. I think I just want to, like, cause I want a new excuse to play this game. Like, I want to keep playing it, but like on my main profile, I'm pretty much just, I'm done with it. Like, that's like one of the, I think it's another reason why I typically don't get new games, because especially if it's a game you're really looking forward to, you just gobble it up. You just gobble it up and you're just done with it before you know it. You're just like, I want more. But you gotta wait like a few months, usually, at the minimum, before you can play, get more content. And I'm just like, I want it now. Like, I would rather have waited. Like, most of the time, I'd rather wait and get, like, wait for, like, all their content, that post-launch content they wanted to put out, like, have that come out and then get it. Then do have the situation I'm in now and have everything piecemeal, fortunately. Oh well. I mean, I chose this. Oh no, I messed up. Oh shoot. Oh yep. Oh, you got me. That's alright. Yeah, my tank's pretty good. I'm pretty tanky at the moment. Like, I took that attack and I'm totally okay. Can you please heal? Thank you. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Anyways, you gonna be a rich brother walking around with the local G. You're good, bruh. Hey, they don't know that. Shh. Don't let out the secret. No one needs to know that. And it's not like, as far as I understand, like, because I'm in a different country with a different currency, it's not like I immediately have access to all my money. So when you have to, like, go to the currency exchange and then, like, you have to, like, make a request for how much money you want, that like you want to take out and convert. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So I'm not gonna, like, withdraw all the money that I have in my account. And I don't even know how many, like, other like, where else can you go for currency exchanges? Like, besides like airports and stuff. I mean, personally, in the U.S. here, like, I have no idea where I would go, or where I would direct somebody to convert their currency that they, if they were visiting from another country. I wouldn't know where to tell them to go, because I don't know if like local banks do that. Maybe there's special banks that do. The brocade. Oh, I need to knock that down. Oops. Okay, I need to knock that down. Oh, what was that? Something? Nope. Wait, isn't there a fucking? Where's this one? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll just go get it back. I'll go get it later. Anyways, yes, I am tanky. Thank you for noticing. Also, I need to lock this down. Yeah, I have no idea where I would go. And then, so, my man, you couldn't carry all the money in your account. And like, what, a bag? It's a shame that like you can't. Well, I'm sure maybe you can. I guess I'll find this out. I was about to say like it's a shame that you can't like like just like it's a shame that like credit cards can't work like everywhere. Like, cause like with the new credit card that I got, that'll make things a lot easier if I could just use my credit card and not have to worry about conversions, or like the bank would convert it since like they would do it themselves. Like when I spend £10 and I use the card to spend £10 on something like for lunch or whatever, with the credit card, my bank would be like, oh, he spent £10, but like we'll just do the conversion, and he actually spent like $12.80 or whatever. So that'd be nice if they could do that. I don't know if they can, because otherwise, yeah, it's like, oh, gotta pull the money out, and then I gotta walk around with the money, which don't want to do that, especially not in Scarborough. Like, they'd be like, okay, here's your money back, and I'm like, excuse me, I'm going to Scarborough. And be like, oh, yeah, you got a card you can give me? Like, you can put this in a card, please? Y'all are trying to get me robbed. Oh, shit. I got him right in the face. Oh, I missed. Oh, I got him. Hell yeah. Man rolls up to the ATM with a pickup truck. Dude, call you and Gemini, I swear. You guys out here making me think that like I'm a fucking like like I could be on Shark Tank or something. There we go. I think this bird is actually susceptible to poison, but I don't think my poison is good enough yet, because I'm not poisoning anybody, and I'm really upset about that. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can carry cash to Scarborough, sure. You wouldn't need it to pay your security detail. I'm gonna need it to fucking pay the toll to even get into this freaking town. Because according to Gemini, that place is run by mobsters, apparently. Like, mafia-style, like, families and everything. So he was, like, telling me, like, the place is literally broken into different sectors of the town. And different groups of people control different areas. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This is literally gang warfare, but just not with black people. Or Mexicans. Because there are no Mexicans in the UK. That's not fact. Don't take that for fact. I'm just making a joke. Wait, guys. Guys. I gotta remember if that spell was for lowering defense or attack. I'm pretty sure it's attack though. But it doesn't matter. I'm like, at the moment, I am pretty damn tanky. It's not gonna last forever, but for the moment, I'm fairly tanky, and I'm very happy about it. The taxman waiting outside the train station. If by taxman you mean the local mafia, then yes, they will absolutely be waiting outside for me. And I'll be like, where's Gemini at? Where's my protector? And they got him. He's like tied up. He's like gagged and everything. And I'm like, no, they got you. Romanian. You know what? He might have said Romanians. He might have. I'm not gonna say for sure, but I do recall some form of an Eastern European group. So. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably Romanians, but if he shows up in the chat, we'll ask him. We'll ask him to confirm. We were supposed to have a chat today and catch up, but he never got back to me. Hey, Vibal's is back again. Hey! What's going on, bro? Man, showing up again, pulling in for the homie. I appreciate you, man. Good to see you again. Yeah, the game's doing great, man. I mean, I've already played it before. I'm just playing it for the stream, but I already played it once on my own time. And yeah, it's a great game. They recently announced a new expansion that's due out at the end of next month. So I got a little bit of time to try to catch up and finish it up. We're about maybe halfway, maybe a little bit more than halfway through the game. So I might have to stream like twice in a week or something, but overall, we should have this game be before the expansion is out. Or Bulgarian or Polish, a lot of them there. He didn't... Uh-oh. Okay, so just so you guys know, I got a notification about my connection being a bit off. Had dropped. Now it says it's good, but had dropped to like poor. But if something happens with my audio or video, I apologize. But it looks like I'm having a bit of... I don't know if it's like a connection or something, but just give you guys a heads up. Anyways, okay, let's see what we say. Oh, she, bro. Maybe he didn't get back to you because they got him tied up. Oh no, Lefty, no! Don't say things like that. Not Gemini. But yeah, viable. Yeah, I mean, I'll one day get the Sekiro, and I'll give that a go, and we'll see how bad that is. I mean, I do know it's a tough-ass game. We'll have to get there. But I'm trying to play the Souls games in order of the release. So, I still need to freaking turn on Dark Souls 2, let alone Sekiro. I'm so behind, man. So behind. Then again, I'm behind on most games. So. Cool, you're dead. Anywho. Okay, connection's good, but oh yeah, I'm now saying it's excellent, so that's good. Sound is so much better than last week. Oh, that's good to know. I don't know why though. This is the exact same setup as last time, so hey ho, what are you gonna do? Okay, you're dead. Everyone's dead. Good, dead. Okay, let's see here. I kick by balls. Okay, what's up, the imposter? Good to see, you seem new. Hope you're here to stay, man. Just playing some good old Wolong, following Dynasty, having a good time here with the homies. Old gen, new gen. Oh my gosh. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hope everything's going well for you. I know you're constantly getting these bad look at the draws and shit going on in your lives. But I hope things are on the upswing for you guys, man. I really do. Yeah, I haven't checked out your latest couple episodes of your docu-series, documentary thing that you're doing just yet, but it's on my radar, and I will give them a go. But yeah, I have not forgotten about them. But yeah, great to see you. If you do play Sekiro, remember there's no difficulty setting, bro. So play it in a padded room. Well, hey, to be fair, there's no okay, no, wait, never mind. There's difficulties for this. No, yeah, I know how the Soul. I mean, most Souls games or Souls likes do not have a difficulty. This game and the Nioh titles are unique in that sense that they do have progressing difficulties. Nioh 1 and 2 had 5 each. I'd imagine this game will have 5 because there's 2 already. The new expansion will add a 3rd one. And then I imagine the other 2, because there's 2 more expansions planned. I'm sure those other 2 will also have difficulties added as well. So, okay, let's see here. I'm trying to figure out exactly where I know where to go. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I guess I kind of already am. All right. Anyways, let me catch up with the chat. Okay, sound is good. Thank you. Why am I setting up my new computer? Actually, it's funny. This is kind of why I'm waiting. I'm hoping that Gemini shows up in the chat because. So I've been doing some research with my new laptop because I'm gonna have to. So at this point, I have 2 options more or less. I can either get another laptop that is that doesn't have an M1 chip, but it's also newer than the one I'm using at the moment, just to have a more updated computer, but doesn't have the M1 chip. That way, the capture cards that I was using or that I'm using now, they'll be compatible. The Elgato software will be compatible. And I'll be able to stream with stream how I want to. So that's the first option. The other option is using my new laptop that I just bought, but having to learn the OBS. So I've never used it, at least not for streaming. So for now, I'm like, okay, let me just try to see if I can figure out OBS. And I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I figured it out. I was watching some videos today on it. But I want to do some tests first. And I was going to have Gemini see if he could meet me on Sunday to have me do to be on the receiving end of a test stream with me. And so, if everything works out, if the test streams work out okay, he hears me just fine, sees me just fine, and the connection holds up just fine, then we'll be using the new hardware, my new computer. I'll be able to use my mic, my webcam, and be able to hopefully have even better audio. Yeah, so that's where we're at the moment. So that is the update for that. And also this fucking porcupine, fucking get it. All right. This guy sucks. You want to talk about tanky? This dude is tanky for no damn reason. Sorry, boys. I can't save you right now. No, come on, bro. Oh, I ran right into that one. I was going to dodge it. This is no good. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Alright. Well, I am on my own now. The homies died. Oh well, it's fine. I can live. Alright, sorry, let me try to let me get back up to the chat. That took a little while to beat. Okay, viable. Doing alright, man. Was pretty ill. Okay, my body shut up and move along. All us dinosaurs are coming out of the woodwork. Oh boy. RJ, you might want to wait for the long content where it is all presented at once instead of episodic. Okay. They are pretty formulaic that way, right? 5 and 5 and 5. RJ's playing well long. It's fair to say he slays all day in a hardcore way. Nothing casual could be seen here because RJ's a gamer without fear. Yes! Bring on the bars! Let's see here. Why are you forking out a fortune on the Apple laptop, bro? You could build a monster desktop for less. Consider GeoForce for streaming. I do not know what GeoForce is, so no. Please don't tell me you are an Apple fanboy. RJ found out Apple had cookies and went to the dark side. JK, I don't know. Okay, so here's the thing. So with my living situation at the moment, I do not have the space for a desktop, even if I wanted one. I do not have the space for it. There is nowhere I could put one with also a desk to go with it and monitors to go with it. I could not have a proper battle station either in my room where I live or where I sleep and everything, or the downstairs living room area where I do all of this, because this isn't my home. So I did not want to be like, oh, this is my whole area now, because I felt that would be disrespectful. So that's why I don't have a desktop of any kind. And so I've just had laptops my whole life, and I prefer Apple MacBooks because I usually don't even game. I don't do gaming on a laptop, even if it was a Windows one. Even if it was one of those gaming laptops, I still wouldn't game on it. I do not like the game like that. Give me a console, proper console, and a TV. That's how I like to play my games. And so, since I would never game on a laptop regardless, I just go with MacBook because I like their layout. And with the things I generally do, I don't have to worry about the general lack of compatibility and issues that MacBooks usually come with. So there you go. But I'm not a complete Apple fanboy because I do not have an iPhone and I do not like iPhones. I've never had an iPhone in my life. I'm an Android phone user for life. So there you go. I pick and choose where my allegiances lie. I do not want that. So take it, little Chinese panda, or not panda, demon panda. Wait, what the fuck? Did I just oh, I discarded it? God damn it. Why is there a difference between the two? Whatever. Drop. That's what I wanted to do. Alright. No more rolling with the homies. No, man, we always rolling with the homies. What are you talking about? Alright. How do I unsubscribe? I'm pretty sure that button's right in front of you, bro. I'm sure you can figure it out. Alright. You just unsubscribe for CHG. You have to be jumped out of CHG. It's the hardcore way. What's with the anti-panda? So that little guy, you find he's like a collectible in the game, and you just find like a bunch of these throughout like the different levels in the games, or in the game, and he basically, the little guy, he trades an item for you. He trades accessories with you. So if you give him an accessory that you don't want, he'll give you a random one back. Now, I have been told that you can actually roll it to get like a really good accessory. But I mean, granted, it's not really worth it. Because this build, this game doesn't really, at least for the first two difficulties, it's not really a big deal to have as much synergy in your build as like maybe this bird is glitched out, as much as it was in Nioh. So it's not really that big of a deal to be re-rolling a bunch of different times. And also, it could only be done with accessories, I think. I think. You can give him other things, but I think he always gives you. I think the panda always gives you an accessory back. I'll have to double check that. So yeah, that's what the little panda's about. Also, he looks adorable. Okay, it's okay. You redeem yourself. I subscribed again for you. Oh, because I'm an Android phone user. You know what's so funny though? So I'm an Android phone user, right? But I also have a iPod Touch. Even if anybody fucking even remembers those. Because I don't like having my music on my phone. I like keeping it separate. And so I actually have an iPod Touch, which I think is very funny. I'm all over the place, man. I'm all over the place. I am all over the place. But yeah, but I'll never have an iPhone. Ever. I think the reason why I don't really like them because I don't really like how ubiquitous they are, and I do like all the different options that the Android phones have. Or the Android people like run phones that run on the Android OS have. Like I personally, my phone I'm using right now is a Pixel, Google Pixel, which I need to upgrade because it is outdated, old as shit. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's see here. Catch up with the your homies died. No, they've been dead, man. They've been. Oh, that's what you meant by you can't. Okay, sorry, I didn't. See, old Jen, you're too fast for me, man. I can't keep up. Hello. How you say that name? Trilana XOXO. Hello. Good to see you. Welcome. We're just having a good old time here with the homies. Oh, you're in the desert area. So are you still towards the beginning of the game, like early game, I'd imagine, where you have where the dude, I don't remember his name. I don't remember anyone's name in this game, but the guy that's in white shows up and he helps you out. Is that where you're at right now? I think that's when you say desert area. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's I know a lot of people have been struggling with the game. I don't know if I should be like saying all these different like. I'm not like the tip master or anything with this game, because at the end of the day, it comes down to just, you got to just keep practicing and trying to figure things out on your own. But if I can try to help, what I would say is that I don't know if you played any From Software game, Elden Ring, Souls, Bloodborne, whatever. If you have, it would do you a lot of good to completely disregard all of that knowledge. If you watch enough videos on Nioh and this game, the people that have played this will actually tell you it's not really so much a Souls-like, it's more of a Nioh-like. And if you never played Nioh, that game, there are Souls elements, yes, I'm not going to deny that. But its gameplay style is so much faster, and its build system is so much different, that it's more of a mix between Diablo and like Ninja Gaiden, kind of, with how much faster it is. And so, it would, if you did play them, it would do you good to not think about trying to play it like a Souls game, because if you do, that's where I've seen most players struggling the most, is those who say that, like, oh, I played all the Souls games, I played Elden Ring, I played Bloodborne, I played all those, love them, but I can't figure this out. Or or the same thing with Nioh, like they couldn't figure Nioh out, and everyone was like, well, you can't play it like those games because it won't work that way, because this is a very fast, much faster game. It will, kind of like how Bloodborne was a bit of a revolution for the Souls series, because it was like it rewarded faster gameplay. It wanted you to be quicker, wanted you to be more aggressive. This game is that, but even more so than Bloodborne. So that's like the first thing I would say. Second thing is, you really got to get good at deflecting. I mean, some people I've seen on Reddit saying like they didn't have to beat the game or whatever. Oh man, I don't know how they did it, because You can deflect everything in this game. I didn't right there, but you can deflect everything in this game. Like, it's stupid. Like, I could have reflected that fireball. I don't know how you could deflect that fireballs, but you can deflect fireballs. You can deflect lightning. You can deflect ice. Like, you can deflect everything in this game. And the sooner you get really good at deflecting everything in the game, the better you'll be. Also, don't use the axe like I am. Don't be dumb like me and use the axe. It is way too slow. I'm only using it because I've already beaten the game once already, and I played all the Niohs, and I'm absolutely in love with this type of game. So I thought, like, oh, let's see how it goes. It sucks. Don't use the axe. If you're using it, get rid of it. It's so slow. Use a fast weapon. So, like, on my main profile, I'm using a sword. It's, oh my gosh, so much better. It's so much better. I'm like pounding fools left and right, doing so much damage. I'm like able to get out of attacks really fast. Not with this axe. This axe is a fucking burden. I'm just doing it just because. I mean, I'm so far at this point. I'm just like, whatever. I'm just gonna keep going. But anyways, yeah, that's kind of maybe the two biggest things I could say, because I don't want to get too much into the minutia of things, because then you're gonna be like trying to like too overanalyze things and then trying always different things, and like they're not gonna work and get frustrated and everything. I think you just keep those two things in mind, and to just keep on trying at it, and hopefully you'll find some success. But anyways, what's the chat? Chat's going off. Okay. I've never had an iPhone also. Alright, good man, good man. I'm trying to wonder, will I ever see GTA 6? I'll rise from the dead to play that game. I can see you doing that, Viable. My man's rocking the 2010 hardware. Hey, that's me, fam. That's me. Yo, it's funny. They actually put out a new iPod Touch like a couple years back, which is the one I currently have. So it ain't 2010s just yet. Okay, updated to the Samsung Galaxy. Balance meaning it's not worth it. I'm actually not a fan of the Galaxies. I never was a fan of the Galaxies. Never. I've never had a Samsung phone. I had a I was actually, when LG was still relevant, I was a big fan of their G series of phones. I had the G3, and then I had the G5, but then it like broke on me while I was like working one day out of nowhere. Like the screen nothing was cracked or anything. It just stopped working. And then I had to get a shitty ass Motorola phone for some years. And then I had what did I have before? What did I have after that? I can't remember what I had after that. Maybe it was that Motorola. Probably was. But then I got the Google Pixel, which is the third one, so it's way outdated. But yeah, so I'm right now I'm on the Google kick. I'm really enjoying those phones because LG stopped their G series, and I'm like and also my brother was like saying like, yeah, they're not really good anymore anyway. So I was like, okay, no more LG for me. And I'm not a developer, so I don't really need the OnePlus or anything like that. But yeah, I never was a fan of Samsung. Never really a fan of their phones. And also, I remember some years ago, if you guys remember when Samsung kept having the problem with their phones blowing up or overheating or whatever in people's pants and shit. Oh, that was funny. Let's see here. In order to keep up with the gens, you must learn to make the squirrel your spirit animal. Then and only then can you hope to keep up. I guess I'm never gonna catch you guys then. Okay. You realize you spent €12.50 on a phone that feels similar to old phone, and your old phone can do 95% of what the new phone can do. Well, not if you're me. Not if you're me and you wait so long to get a new phone that your new phone actually is very much better than the one you had before. So, in my case, whenever I get a new phone, it actually is a substantial upgrade for me personally. I'm not the type that gets like, well, even when contracts were more commonplace, like the traditional 2-year contracts that they used to do it, even during those times, I wasn't the one that was like always like going to get like the new, like as soon as my contract was up, get a new phone right away. Or like even before your contract's up, get a new phone. I never cared enough to do that. I would wait forever. And so by the time I got one, it was like, holy crap, this is amazing. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, boy, you don't want the problem. Oh, you come back from more. Whatever, boy, you don't want this. Get out of here with that. Alright, what's with the beach mermaid? I don't know, man. Ask the game. Don't ask me. I'm the wrong person to ask. Okay, we're almost done with the end of the level, by the way, guys. I'm just going to take out that other mermaid, open the gate that's there, and then put down the last flag. Oh. And I'm gonna not pray at it, but I'm gonna like stop at it so I can get the homies back, because that's how you get them back. They're not dead forever. But the reason why I don't do that is because it also resets the enemies, but I don't think it will in this case. At least not these immediate enemies here. So let's put the flag down, which I missed one of the smaller ones, which I thought I had. I was pretty sure that I had lost a forgotten one, but whatever, fuck it. Anyways, the homies are back. What up, dudes? What up, homies? Ready? Let's go fight your dad. Oh shit, they are back. Let's go beat up old Pops over here. Let's do this. Oh shit, I pressed the wrong button. Oh well. Alright, that puddle of mud with the mermaid makes me think of Resident Evil Village. Let's not talk about Resident Evil Village. Oh boy. When the phones would swell and catch on fire. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I remember that was going on. It was really funny. Because I didn't have that phone. I keep hitting tries at bad luck and end up having to sell my stuff. 12 Pro, 13 Pro, PS... Oh, no, you sold the PS5? No! That's the worst one of them all. You're going from a Fiat 131 to a Ferrari. More or less. Like, more or less for me. Yeah, it really is. I remember even like with game systems, like, because like when the PS4 came out, I was still in college, and there was just no way I was gonna be able to afford that at all. And so by the time I got one, it was already like a couple years into the generation. So when I got it, like I was like, oh my gosh, like, cause I was still chilling on the PS3 for a long time after the PS4 was out. So yeah, that 131 to the Ferrari reference is very much relevant for me. Also, this tiger's really fast, and I have a really slow weapon. I'm not looking forward to this. And he has actually a lot of delayed attacks, which makes him a bit hard to counter, or deflect, I should say. But it's okay. Oh, that's not okay. Never mind, I take that back. Not okay. Man, he is really hitting me hard. Leave me alone. Fight your sons. Don't fight me. Yeah. Man, he is taking some. This boss is taking actually some pretty good damage. I'm not even gonna lie. But also, like, I'm so damn tanky, bro. Oh, not anymore, man. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I got that one. There we go. All right, here we go. Yeah. sucks that he's resistant to poison, because it completely ruins my whole strategy with my build. It's alright though. Yeah, I got him. Damn, took all of that and still lived to tell the tale. Can't stop me! There we go. By myself. Don't need no help. Anyways, he's dead. So yeah, that showed at least that my build is at least pretty tanky as far as taking hits. The poison needs to continue to be refined. I'm hoping that I can put on the same type of buffs again and hope that the build up is better. Because that's what the issue is. Oh goodness. Yeah. Even on that little that one that lives underground and pops up on me, I believe that one is actually poison weak, like it's weak to poison, but I wasn't able to poison it in one poison attempt. So, and it could be because my metal stat isn't high enough. But yeah, I'm hoping that by the time I get closer to the end of the game that I can have better poison accumulation. Anyways, let's see here. Yes, I'm a PS5 more than anything. It made video editing so easy. And we were ready to just go full console games only. You know, I've never edited on the systems themselves. I've been told it's not too hard to do, but I personally never done it. But yeah, man, oh gosh, I'd be devastated if I had to do PS5. I feel your pain, man. It's been fun today. Got to catch your stream. I got to watch Rob's live stream. So all in all, it's been fun to show support. Oh man, I wish I could join Rob's live streams more often, but with him being 8 hours ahead, every time he's live, I'm at work, and I'm usually like in a meeting or doing something else, and like I can't dedicate my attention to his streams. I wish I could though. I've been able to catch the streams before in the past, but unfortunately I haven't been able to lately. Okay, so I have a question. Is 215 views in 3 days on a video mean I'm finally doing something right? I have an answer for that question, old Jen. But first, let me talk to Viable here. So about Samsung Galaxy earbuds. I've never had any. I did not even know they had their own earbuds. These are like some random brand. I don't know what the name is. It's some random brand. It's not some big old Sony brand or some big corporation or anything like that. Oh, he's dead. So yeah, sorry, I can't answer your question. But back to you, old Jen, and your question. So if you're just looking at the number itself, yes, 215, 3 days. Something's right? Something seems to be doing right. So, but it's a bit more deeper than that, right? So you have to look at how did you title the video, because the title of the video seemed to have worked fairly well with the algorithm to give that video more reach to a bit of a wider audience compared to other videos that you put out. And then you had the cool thumbnail that I saw, and so it had the reach, and then the thumbnail was well enough to make people interested. Oh, let's check it out. So the title in the video brought people in, well, got it out there and brought them in. But as far as did the video do well, you want to look at the watch time and the retention, or like the average view duration or whatever. Those are what you want to look at as well, more deeper, because if a lot of people came in, that means it had good reach, which that's good. You titled it well and you had a good thumbnail. But if your watch time wasn't that great, or the average view duration was pretty low, then that means that it did not hold people's attention. So that could eventually be to your detriment, if that makes any sense. So just keep that in mind. And that's my answer for you. Also, we got some hotties on the screen. And by the way, that chick in the front, that's actually our comrade. She disguised herself and got into this place so she could try to figure out some answers because she believes that Lebu is her brother, but she's not sure yet. And so that's why she's here, being a cool, hot-ass dancer. Yo, this was like old Chinese like versions of strippers. This was like old school strippers. This is the precursor to strippers. Maybe. I don't know. Also, that guy sucks. I'm gonna have to fight him, and I hate him. He is so hard. Oh my gosh, he sucks. And he's gonna be terrible with the axe. Oh my, he's gonna be so hard with the... Oh, I'm so not looking forward to this. He's probably the second hardest boss in the game, in my opinion. What do you mean, third? Second or third hardest boss? I'm trying to think. I've never ranked him, but if I'm just going by main story missions, he's the second hardest boss. For sure, because I actually had more problems with Lebu than I did with him, but he's a close second. But if I'm thinking about every mission in the game, because a lot of other side missions have bosses too, he might be third. I'm not sure. But anyways, oh boy. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to fighting him. Well, great. That's what we're doing now. So now we're going to try to find her. So this is like her village elder, not her grandpa. I mean, he could probably be everyone's fucking grandpa, but he's not her grandpa. Anywho, Cult of Personality. Oh man, that's a good song. I have it on Rock Band. Let's see here. Old Gen is down to video tags, thumbnail subscription. Most important is video tags, bro. Average view duration is 5:45 for a minute video. I think they're skipping the intro. Are those geishas? First of all, they were not geishas. Well, so okay, Old Gen. This game takes place in China, not Japan. But I don't know if geishas is a Japanese exclusive thing. So I'm not going to say no. They could be. Because there actually are some things that are actually transferred over between different Eastern cultures. Maybe geisha is one of them. I don't know. But as far as your video duration, though, on an 8-minute video, yes, 5:45 average view duration is fantastic on an 8-minute video. That, obviously, they're watching the majority of the video. You're never going to have 100%. You're never going to have 100%. Don't even expect that. Even 90%. Don't expect that. But for you to have more than 50%, that's really good. I don't know what the exact percentage would be. You can figure that out yourself. It's not that hard. But I would say that's actually really, really good. So yes, that is. So they're coming in, and you're keeping them in with your content. So that's good. So I think you're onto something there, Old Gen. Okay, tags are the way people find the video for YouTube algorithm. No. Yes, the tags. Yes. And then the SEO score 95. Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming the SEO has a range from 0 to 100. So at 95 seems to be, obviously that's fantastic. So you seem to hit on the nail pretty well with that one. That village elder looked like the Asian Uncle Jesse from Dukes of Hazzard. Probably. All right, so we're gonna see if we can try to beat this mission. Well, we probably won't. I'm going to get as far as I can in this mission before I have to take off. Okay, can you please... There we go. This one's a bit of a long one, too. I'll get as far as I can. But we probably won't get to the end. Lando Shoddy. Lando Shoddy. But we will, like I said, we will get as far as I can before I gotta go. We have about 30 minutes, I want to say, 30 or so minutes. But these are like, you know, these are main missions, so they're supposed to take long. So, you know, so this guy is really trying to kill me, so you're dead. Gosh, these goddamn assassins. They still blow my mind, these assassin types, because those are the assassin characters for this game. They're like this game's version of ninjas that were in Nioh. And somehow, I don't know how they're able to do it, because I don't think that those assassins are typically like that crazy well hidden, like in my opinion. But yet they also are, because I have been caught off guard by them so many times. And I'm just like, how? How? They're like not even hidden. They're not. Like, the ninjas and Nioh were hidden. Like, because their guard was much more, like, their shade of black was blended in way more with the environments. They'd be hidden on, like, top of, you know, corners of walls and stuff. And they would ambush you easy, all the time. The only way you would know they were there is if you kept playing the game a bunch of times and you start memorizing their spots. Oh, can you go in there? Oh, shit. I don't think I've ever been in here. I never noticed that. Oh, that's cool. What's in here? Oh, just a knife. Okay. That's neat. I don't know why I never thought about seeing this before. Oh, well, alright. Anyways. But yeah, like, but somehow these guys have caught me off guard so many times. It really upset me about that. Anyways, no. Well, I do have a date, but it's with the gym. So, I mean, you're not wrong. But it's not the answer you wanted to hear. Alright, you're down. Oh, what? Okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Ninja Gaiden was it for me back in the day. That and Shinobi do in a lesser known title called Karataka, which could be played on the Atari 800 XL. What is the Atari? What is the 800 XL? I didn't. That's the first time I've ever heard of that. I mean, everyone knows a 2600, 5200. I think there was also a 7600 or something like that. But like everyone knows those series of Ataris. I've never heard of the 800 XL before. Huh. You know, something new every day, right? But yes, I do know about the OG Ninja Gaidens, which even those were, I mean, in an era of gaming where like 8 out of 10 games were really hard because, of course, most of them were just arcade ports. You know, or at least they copied the arcade style formula of games, which obviously those are meant to be a certain style that it takes your money, like it's on purpose. They're not exactly meant to be beaten in a way. All right, you could argue. So it's crazy that, you know, even then though, like even then, Shinobi it stood out difficulty-wise amongst a bunch of other games that were all equally as hard. So Shinobi been fucking terrorizing people since like 1986. But yeah, Shinobi. I know Shinobi as well. Never played it, but I do know about it. I do know that it is a old series. Most people don't realize how old it actually is, but yeah, I do. Okay, I think I can make. Yeah, there we go. It's got a double jump. Okay. RJ has a date with the gym like I have a date with my pillow. Hey, we all got dates with our pillows. And hey, Lefty. Hey, Jim and I can share. Sharing is caring, right? Can't hog the gym all to himself. Oh my gosh, this wolf's gonna be the death of me. This is when you really realize that the axe sucks, because it's so hard to hit a wolf, because the wolves' attacks are just quick because they're wolves. Of course they are. I'm just trying to. I just want to hit. I'm a shoot you. I'm a shoot you. Stop moving. I'm gonna shoot you. I got you. I got it. Oh, I got it. Oh, yeah, I made it. I'm gonna get you. I got you. Yeah, I got him. Anywho, the Atari 800 XL was a computer which could run basic games and logo in other languages. Huh. OJ coming up with something RJ didn't know for sure. Yeah, I mean, I kind of the farther back we go talking consoles, the less I know. Because what I am aware of is that in the late 70s and then the early 80s, when gaming started to become the industry that it is today, I do know, like, it was really the Wild West of... It was just the Wild West, honestly. And you had all of these weird manufacturers making a console, right? Now, a few of them were able to stand out, like the Ataris and your Commodores and your oh gosh, what's something thinking of one top of my head? The ZX Spectrum and your gosh, I know there's another one, TurboGrafx, I think it's called, or something to that effect. But I know there were so many different weird ass computer-based systems, and they were more, like you said, old gen. They were more like computers just to run programs more so than games, you know. But I guess it's also kind of why, like, you know, you look at Sony, their full title is called Sony Computer Entertainment Company. Like, computer is in the title, and it's, you know, I always wondered why. When I was a kid, I was like, "There's no computers with a PlayStation," but I think it stems from those early, from the dawning of just gaming in general, because they were more like computers than gaming machines. So I do know that, but when we talk about specific systems, that's kind of where I'm kind of getting lost in the discussion, because I'm not as familiar as those who lived through it. Even like 90s stuff, even like a lot of 90s systems, like the Neo Geo, or even some Sega stuff, I have very limited knowledge of it. Because by that point, I mean, I was born in '93, so I only know so much. And I just never went back, I guess, to play a lot of them or learn more about them. So, yeah. That's kind of a background on my information, like where my knowledge lies and stuff. But yeah, anyways, I think there's something in up here. No, I think I came from this way, but I don't know if there's anything up here in this building, though. Maybe? No. Oh, no, I put that flag there. Anyways, careful with your pacing there. Almost sounded like you said Jim and I can share, and not Jim and I can share. That's just my alliteration, unfortunately, or my enunciation. Not alliteration, enunciation. Why did I say alliteration? I mean, hopefully, if I can get my different setup, my hardware setup, I can have my better mic, and people can hear me. You know, can make out the words I'm saying better. So, ooh, that guy came in. He was flying. Dang, all that for nothing. Okay, sorry. Oh yeah, the Intellivision. Yes, I do know about the Intellivision. That was a weird ass console. I've seen the games for it. I'm like, what is this? And it has like a super weird controller as well. That was a weird piece of hardware. Okay. I used to program in BASIC. Was BASIC the name of the programming language? Like, was it actually just called BASIC? Like, I know enough about programming to kind of have a conversation, but it's so surface level. I took like one programming class in college, but that was like on accident. But I did learn about, you know, CS plus, and you know, I could have a very surface level discussion, but not much. So, especially when you want to talk about old programming, you're lost on me. So I'm just wondering. I'm curious if BASIC was like the name of the programming language. That's what everyone used back in the day. Yeah, you damn boy. Oh shit. Oh, that's not good. But I ain't scared. Yeah, that's right. Okay, nothing fancy. It was mostly if and then statements and input, so I can make my own Mad Libs in the late 70s. BASIC was the predecessor to QBasic, which is in use today. I was also a DOS All-Star, which is obsolete now. Oh, MS-DOS. Yes. I've seen games for the MS-DOS. I imagine that was also like was that a language, or was that a computer? I know games were made for MS-DOS. But I never understood what it was. I didn't understand it was more of a language, or more of like was it a system? Like was it just some kind of attachment for Windows or something? I imagine that MS stands for Microsoft. I think MS-DOS is an early 90s thing, right? Because a lot of the games I've seen for the MS-DOS were on the Super Nintendo, and I know that came out like in what, 1990? At least in the West, I think, in 1990 or 91. Which sometimes, like, that blows my mind. Sometimes I have to remind myself that, like, the Super Nintendo came out in the 90s. Like, I always forget about that fact. Because you see it and you always think like, oh wow, this is like from the 80s, right? You just assume it's from the 80s or the... I mean, if you're really young, you probably think it's from the 70s or something. But, you know, you see it, you're thinking it's so old. I mean, yes, now it is like 30 years old, but like... You think that, and then you see the release date, and you're like, wait, 1990? You're like, oh, I thought it was like 1980 something. And that always blows my mind. I always forget that it was a 90s console. Like, granted, you know, turn of the decade console, but still, like, that's not as long ago as everybody generally thinks it is. It's just wild to me. I think the NES came out in like what, 1984? Because I think the market crash was in 83. And then Nintendo brought it back the year later, I think, with the with the NES or Famicom. All right. You're out. I need to get up there. I need to get back up there. Anyways. MS-DOS. Okay, so it was... Sorry, I'm going to go back up. You're typing a lot, old Jen. Hard for me to keep up. Okay. DOS was a disk operating system. Okay, so that's what it stands for. So it was what we used before there was a Windows. Oh! Okay. Makes sense. I'm following you. So that was like the big main operating system for computers to use that weren't running on Mac. Or maybe did Mac also use DOS? Or like their own form of DOS? Maybe? I don't know. MS-DOS was what Windows laid its GUI operating systems on top of initially. Oh, okay. So MS was the Microsoft's disk operating system. Okay, so that preceded Windows. Okay, so it was the operating system. Okay, it's what they used before they created Windows in like what, 93 or something? I know Windows is super old. Well, its history goes back really far, I should say. So, okay. NES was 80s, I believe. Super NES, it was 90s. Yes, it was. Dang, NES, Karate Champ, Super NES, Super Street Fighter. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I mean, yes, I do know Street Fighter, but like that Pacific one, bro, you're losing me. Oh, poop. Oh, they're ganking me. I gotta get out of there. Heal up. Alright. We good now. I didn't really use Max, though. Those were for the rich kids and the kids on the other side of the tracks. Oh, jeez. We don't go to those side of the tracks, boy. Okay, so Max Pro was expensive, it seems. That's fun. That's good to know. So they've been ripping people off since 1987, or whenever the fuck they were out. I was gonna say something. Oh, for anyone that's besides Oljan that's still in the chat, in addition to you, Oljan, too. Did anyone check out the PlayStation Showcase that was on Wednesday? Me and David are gonna go over it in the next podcast. I watched the whole thing. I'm sure he didn't watch it at all. But it was super underwhelming. I mean, it really was. They showed an hour's worth of stuff, but it was a real mixed bag of like. I mean, granted, they touched the gamut of all types of games, big, small, all types of different genres, which that's good. But I think the issue that I have is that. So I don't know what they call their other showcases. Like when because PlayStation's had these like smaller versions of them, and I don't know what those are called. I guess they're not called the same thing. But we do not get very often the showcases that are of this style that are like 40 minutes or longer, where they showcase a lot of games to everybody. We haven't had one of these. I guess I saw an article saying apparently it's been a year since we've seen one of these or had one of these really long format versions, and so that's why I'm feeling underwhelmed. If it was like a 20-minute one, like how most of their other ones are, I probably would have been like, okay, whatever, you know. My expectations wouldn't have been as, I guess, high. But given we haven't had one such a long time, and also it's normally E3 season, I was like, oh man, they're probably going to come up with some heavy hitters and stuff. And while there were a few, the big one, the biggest one I would argue is probably the Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta Remake. In addition to them re-releasing Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 in a collection for PS5, I think. I don't know if it's for both, but for PS5 for sure. And I actually saw an article today. Apparently, it's also going to include the first two just Metal Gear games that were on, gosh, that weird ass system, MX or something like that, MSX. There's another old console for you, old gen, which I don't even know what that is. I do know that it's an old system from the 80s. But yeah, so it's actually going to include those two games in addition. So it's almost going to be similar to the Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection that came out on PS3 only. No, maybe 360. I'm not sure. But it came out on PS3 back in like 2013 or 12 or something. And it included every Metal Gear Solid game, at least every mainline one. Even Peace Walker. It even had Peace Walker, I believe. And it had the first two Metal Gears. It didn't have like your weird ones, like the gosh, what's it called, like Acid something or whatever. It didn't have like those really quirky ones, but it had your main line ones and Peace Walker and such, and 4 even too. So it's almost mimicking that collection. It's just missing 4. But this is supposed to be Volume 1, so I'd imagine Volume 2 will probably have 4, Peace Walker, and maybe another one that I don't remember. I mean, I'm not the biggest Metal Gear Solid fan, even though I do have that Legacy Collection. So that was a big one people were excited about. Alan Wake 2, seeing more footage of that, people were pumped for. Seeing Cade 6 for Destiny, I'm sure it's going to make a lot of Destiny fans really happy and excited that he's back now because he was killed off some years ago. There was Resident Evil 4 for VR. So, I mean, that's going to be a big, like another big, like full-fledged awesome game for VR users. You should be dead. And now you're dead. There were a couple other ones. I was most excited for the Phantom Blade Zero, which kind of looks like this game, honestly. It's not made by the same people, but it kind of feels like this game, because I think it's based in China as well, but also includes like steampunk elements, which that's interesting. Now, I don't know how far along the game is. It looked pretty janky. Like, the animations were not smooth. I'm not even gonna lie, even though it was the game I was most kind of excited about, or at least interested in. The animations were a bit rough. So maybe it's like in some kind of alpha phase or something. But that one looked really nice. I was really pumped. I was really most excited for that. But overall, like, a lot of the stuff just wasn't really grabbing to me. And so, but a lot of people are kind of saying the same thing about it. Okay, okay, I'm done talking now. RJ, you know you like Snake. No, actually, I've actually never. Okay, so when I started, I was like thinking, because I had the Legacy Collection on my shelf for a long time. Because I've never played a Metal Gear game. It just didn't really kind of pull me. I don't know why. It just didn't really. It didn't really speak to me. Also, just so you know, I got another warning about my stream. Oh, no, but it says good connection, so I don't know what they're tripping about. Never mind, false alarm. Yeah, I never really played a Metal Gear game. I didn't grow up with them. I didn't play them as a kid, so it didn't really pull me in. But I was like, well, I had this Legacy Collection. I need to give it a go. Like, it's gotta be good. But I also want to start from the beginning, because I know the story is just fucking bonkers. And so I played the first two. And they were a bit of a chore, in my opinion, because yes, they are very stealthy games, and I'm not a big fan of stealth already. That's just not my type of game. But I got through them. I beat them. Now I didn't get everything in them, because I cannot be asked for that. And then I played Metal Gear Solid 1. So I did play, you know, the one started everything. So I have an appreciation for it now. I get it. I can see why it was a big deal. All the plot twists and turns and everything. But I haven't played any ones past that. So yeah, and I know people say that 3 is heavily looked on as the best one for a lot of people. But I just haven't played them. So yeah, that remake does nothing for me. But I'm happy for everyone. But I do know its legacy. I know a lot of people are pumped for it. So good for them. Okay. To learn our hero, Metal Gear Solid, was named Snake as much as Halo players don't like Master Chief's name being John Smith. Actually, I like the name Snake. I'm not even gonna lie. Now, granted, it could be because I'm not a big Mega fan like you, or an old school fan, but I liked it. I've always liked it. I've always thought the name was really cool. Actually, I've actually liked a lot of the names they've chosen for characters, whether they be hero or villain. I don't know. I like the name choicing. But yeah, Konami seems to be coming back into the games business, but I think they're being kind of smart with going the remake route for now, because you know they announced the Silent Hill 2 remake. And now they have this Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta remake, as well as re-releasing the older Solid games and collections. I think this is the right route. I think it's an easy way for them to dip their toes back into game development for main consoles, while also gauging and getting a pulse on how strong their brands still are amongst the general consumers. And so, with those games most likely going to be big successes for Konami, hopefully that good reception will encourage them to revitalize those series and continue bringing, and hopefully we'll be seeing new games or continued remakes of the other games in the series, because people were kind of wondering they were like, oh, Silent Hill 2 remake, okay, yes, that's the best one and everything, but why not do more? Because I mean, that game is pretty old. I'm sure it's not that long of a game. And even if you remake it, it's still the same. Unless you're going to do... unless you're going to go the... Gosh, what game did it? Gosh, I can't think of the top of my head. Oh, maybe Final Fantasy VII route, and you either expand on it a lot or include a lot of different things. In addition to the main game, it's you're going to charge $70 for a game that's probably 8-10 hours long. I mean, I do know the game has a lot of replayability for all the different endings you can get, but most players won't do that. And so, unless it's $60, if it's 60, I guess that's a better pill to swallow. But so yeah, but it's still gonna do well. People love that game. I never played it. I'm not a big horror fan, anyways. Oh no, Resident Evil 4. That was the one. Resident Evil 4. That was the one. That was the recent one. That it kept a lot of the same story beats, but it expanded on it enough to where people it still felt fresh, but also familiar for a lot of the fans. Like Gemini, he played it. He's like a Resident Evil 4 OG. And even he was getting kind of turned up and caught off guard with some stuff in the game, because the aiming's completely different, controls are different, the story was a little bit different, and all that stuff. And the environments look so much better that it actually feels like a whole new experience. So unless they went that route with Silent Hill 2, it's you're gonna charge you $70 for this, bro? What? Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that, daddy. Okay, so we're not as that. We're probably more than halfway in the level at the moment. I want to say. Okay. New Gen bawled like a baby when K6 passed. I'm sure he did. I don't play Destiny. I thought about it, but then I was like, oh, it's only first person, and so I was like, I'm okay. I really don't prefer first person, and then like knowing that it really does a lot of the times stress that MMO aspect of it. I know you can do like the whole thing by yourself if you want to, but like for the raids, it's you kind of really do need 4 people or at least 3, and I ain't about that life, so I didn't play it. But I do know about Cade 6. I do know. I actually liked him. I remember watching this trailer that played at GameStop when I worked there, and I was like, he sounds like a cool guy. He sounds like a really fun guy that's in the game, like a fun character is in the game, like someone that's really likable. And so when I heard he was being killed off, I was like, oh damn, that sucks. But anyways, the show moves on. Okay, I'm trying to think here. When is the 6th? Oh, the 6th one is... Okay, yeah, I know where that's at. What I'd like to see is Silent Hill movie. Nope. I know there are some, I think. Yeah, because I remember... Oh, yeah, no, I saw the ending of an old one. Because I remember Pyramid Head was there. Was in it. And I was like, whoa, that's weird. Seeing Pyramid Head in a movie. And also I was like, wait, there's a Silent Hill movie? I didn't even know it was even made. I forget who was watching it. I think my brother was with some friends. They're being like, I didn't know this was even a thing. So yeah, I wouldn't willingly go watch one, but okay. Anywho, okay, it's 7:15 right now. I need to take off to go to the gym and work out. So we're gonna stop this mission here. You can actually pause this game. This game actually lets you pause, which is nice. So we're going to pause here. We will come back and finish this mission. And then we're probably going to have to go ahead and do some side missions. Because this game, the one thing I don't like about this game, that I don't know why they did this, because they didn't do this in Nioh, was in Nioh 1 and 2, after every mission that you did, main mission or side mission, it took you back to the map to where you could then choose what your next mission was going to be, and then also go to the blacksmith and do all your buying stuff or selling things, do all that stuff, right? But this game, and maybe it's an option that I don't know about, but this game just keeps you going with the main missions. It just keeps pushing you on automatically. Now you can, at these flagpoles here, even from the first one that you get to, you can go back. You can, it's the travel option. You can choose travel and then choose side missions instead if you want. But I would rather them just always do that, because I'm the type that likes to do, like, you get your first main mission, and then if side stuff unlocks, then you do that, and then you go to the next main mission. That's how I like to play, and that's what I really liked about Nioh. And also, like, after every mission allows you to kind of regroup a bit and, level up if you want to. Mess around with your build, your armor, weapons, go to the blacksmith, do your thing there. It was just really nice to be able to do that after every mission. And also to kind of like review what new stuff that you got, which I always liked, but the game doesn't do that. And so that's a bit annoying. But what we'll do is we'll finish this mission, beat that boss, which is probably going to take a few tries because he is a dick. And then we'll do some side stuff. We'll do some side missions that are open and available. And then we will, if there's more time after that, then we will go and do the last, or not the last, but we'll continue on with the story. So, yeah. But anyways, we're going to end the stream here. I do not know exactly when I will stream again. If you do see a stream on Sunday, it is a test stream. I'll be playing for it a little bit just to make sure that stuff comes through just fine with whoever I'm testing it with for audio and video and connection issues and everything. I might want to stream at least maybe 30 minutes, make sure that the connection holds up well. But just keep that in mind. It won't be this game that I'm streaming, by the way. It's going to be some other game on my PS4 or whatever. But it's just a test. Don't be alarmed. But if you want to join, I guess. But that's not the point. The point is to test out the new hardware. But yeah, so if you see that, don't be alarmed. If you want to say hi, by all means do. But otherwise, whatever. But I'm gonna try to stream Monday or Tuesday next week, and I'm gonna see if I can. I'll probably try to see if I can stream twice next week, just to make sure that I will be on track to beat this game before the expansion comes out, because I am probably gonna play that day one. I'll probably make sure it's bought. I'll make sure it's downloaded while I'm at work or something, and then play it as soon as I'm off. So, yeah. But anyways, so thanks for everyone that joined. Viable, again, pulling through. I appreciate you, man. Lefty coming in from the start. And, of course, Old Jen talking to me, keep me chatted up, as always. Hope to see you guys on the next ones. For anyone else that also joined, and listened and watched, thank you as well. And hope to see you guys on the next one or the next stream. And with that, hope you all have a good night or day or morning, whatever it is for you. And I'll see you on the next stream. Bye, everybody.